Hey, what is good, ladies and gentlemen niggas? It is your boy MoonMonkey coming at you with another episode of In the Lab. And today, we gonna be going in the lab, as you already see selected, is Ryu. So we gonna be seeing all the basic shit that you can do with Ryu, all the fancy shit you can do with Ryu, because there's quite a bit of fancy shit you can do with Ryu. And don't worry, if y'all niggas are not accustomed to doing that shit, I'll help you through it. And if not, there's gonna be some niggas down in the comment section who I'm damn sure will help you do it better than I can do it. You feel me? You feel me? Let's go. So, what I definitely wanted to do in the beginning of every single In the Lab, if you guys have seen multiple other In the Lab videos, you guys know that I like to talk about each character's characteristics, and we might as well talk about Ryu's stats and all that good shit. So right off the bat, we could pretty much talk about the dash speed. So I think Ryu is actually tied with Mario and Bayonetta for being the 28th to 30th fastest character in the game. So you can pretty much see that Ryu is pretty much like a well-balanced when it comes to speed, since Mario is kind of like the well-balanced character in this game. Well, I guess that was like the aim for Mario, to be Mr. Ryu. But now we actually got Ryu himself, and he's actually tied with Mario for I guess middle ground of speed class, so that's not too bad. That actually makes Mario, Bayonetta, and Ryu slower than Duck Hunt, but at the same time faster than Kirby. So that's pretty nice when it comes to the speed. Now when it comes to weight, Ryu stands a little bit more on the spectrum of heavy as opposed to Mario. Ryu actually is heavier than Shulk and Mega Man, but at the same time lighter than Link, Captain Falcon, and Yoshi. So that's pretty much nice. He's gonna have a harder time dying as opposed to most characters with his weight, and that's gonna be really nice, pretty nice. We can actually see his fall speed compared to Mario. I'm actually gonna set Mario to jump and set Ryu to jump at the same time. So let's see. And as you can see, Ryu actually has a lot more weight to him. You actually see him sink back to the ground a lot quicker than Mario. So I'm gonna try to jump at the same time Mario does. There we go. You can actually see Ryu shut back right down to the ground. So you can kind of imagine the types of combos and trickery and fuckery you can do with a character who can actually hit hard and reach the ground fast at relatively quick speed, and able to like do nice combos. So that's gonna be really nice for Ryu. So I'm gonna set Mario to 0 real quick. And one thing I want to point out is that Ryu kind of has a unique, I guess, property to all of his moves, where he would have a light, medium, and strong hit for each one. So a basic jab, I'm gonna tap the A button, it's gonna do 2%. But if I hold that jab, you can actually see the whole animation change. So what became a simple jab in the motherfucking nose for Mario just became a roundhouse kick when I held it down all the way. So you definitely want to be mindful of that. His down tilt is kind of the same thing. Simple jab is going to do 1%, you can see that there. But a hard-hitting jab, you actually see it does 7%. So you can actually imagine the different types of, I guess, I don't know, like, there's an optimal time to do each move, and moves get combo into each one another depending on, I guess, which one that you use. So when it comes to down tilt, you can see that tapping down tilt is going to be doing a nice rapid amount of damage. But if you do your hard-hitting one, you actually see like the knockback changes completely. So tapping your A button, you can actually see like how you're able to hit Mario with multiple different down tilts, as opposed to that hard-hitting one, which actually hits Mario further away. Now, what I want to see, if it does more damage towards the tip. Oh no, it looks like this does less damage towards the tip. So you definitely want to be as close as possible when doing your down tilt. All right, cool. Then we got Ryu's up tilt. So let's see, up tilt. It's going to do 2%. All right, yeah, and as you can see, similar to the down tilt, you can actually do quite a bit. And then we got the hard-hitting one, which is actually, there we go, does 12% as opposed to, what, 4% before? So yeah, all I'm doing pretty much for this light one, I'm just tapping it quickly as possible, just tapping it. And if you hold it down a little more, you're gonna actually do that 12% dealing one. So that's not too bad. Then we got Ryu's F tilt, which is gonna be a nice kick right there. Gonna do nice 6%. If I hold it now, he's actually gonna do a collarbone, and I believe the collarbone actually eats up shield. So I'm gonna actually make Mario come the fuck back on the stage, and I'm actually gonna set Mario to let's set Mario to control real quick. And I'm actually gonna hold on to his shield real quick. Hold up, I'm gonna shield him. I'm gonna get a little closer. I'm gonna shield, and there you go. As you can see, that shit eats up shields like a motherfucker. So you definitely wanna use those types of, I guess, weak and heavy using moves for different purposes. So like I said before, I warn you niggas, Ryu has a lot of quirks about his moves. Those medium and light attacks are definitely gonna be good. The light attacks are gonna have their purposes for when it comes to combos. You're able to do like a lot of different shit that connect into them. And then you would have like those moves like this, the hard hitting up up air, I'm not up air, up tilt, or the hard-hitting forward tilt, which actually will break shield. So that's definitely pretty nice. I'm gonna set Mario back to stop. So we talked about his up tilt, we talked about his down tilt and all that good shit. So yeah, so that's all the variants of his tilt and all that good shit. Then we got Ryu's dash attack, which is nice, 12%. I'm gonna see who does more damage towards the base of it. 12% once again. And let's see towards the tip of his toes real quick. Space it out so we actually get the tip. There we go, 8% right there. All right, cool. So 8% for the sour spot, 12% for the sweet spot of his dash attack, so that's not too bad. Then we got, I think that's pretty much it for it comes to his basic attacks, his tilts, his jabs, and all that good shit. So hold on. I think we forgot about something completely, because what I pretty much did, I just pretty much did like the hard-hitting attack right there. That's gonna do 10%. But if you tap your A quickly, hold on, I'm gonna get it real quick. Tap A quickly 3 times, pop, pop, pop. You're actually gonna get a nice combo string for Ryu. So hold on, get Mario up. Pop, pop, pop. That's gonna do 10%. Pretty much the same amount of damage that you're gonna do with the normal one. I'm pretty sure you'll get a lot more knockback with this. So this is gonna be interesting. I'm actually gonna see how quickly Mario will die from the basic jabs of his attacks. Now, since Ryu's a special case where he has like a hard-hitting, strong hits of all of his tilts and shit, I think it's worth seeing when these moves will start killing. So I'm gonna see when a hard-hitting up tilt's gonna kill. So let's see. All right, so it looks like it's gonna kill fairly soon. So I'm gonna actually bump Mario up to, let's say, 120. All right, let's see how this hard-hitting up tilt's gonna do now. All right, Mario's still surviving. He's at 130 right now. All right, let's see if 130 will kill him. Will that kill? Nope. And keep in mind that I'm just using Mario as like a tester. I'm guessing what will kill Mario at, let's say, 144. Won't kill Bowser at 144. It might kill Peach. It won't kill Donkey Kong. Who the fuck knows? So keep in mind the stages do differ in Blast Zone. So if Mario does die at 144 on Sazuka Castle, he may not die at 144 on motherfucking, I don't know, Castle Siege. Like, the Blast Zones differ completely on different stages. So we're just doing it for testing purposes, that we can compare and contrast the damage that he's doing and the knockback he's doing opposed to his other moves. So that's pretty much what we're doing right here. So that's pretty much his up tilt right there. Let's see his hard-hitting forward tilt. Well, I don't think that's gonna be killing anytime soon. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be killing anytime soon. I think his up tilt's gonna be one of the more easier moves to actually see what's gonna kill. And then one more. Yeah, he's already at 150. I think he's not gonna make it back to that. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, so I don't think his forward tilt is gonna be that good for when it comes to killing. And I think the same thing for his down tilt. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think his down tilt's gonna be that good for killing as well. I think his up tilt's gonna be his most reliable, albeit it's gonna be pretty high just to kill that up tilt. But it's pretty nice up there. I mean, it's pretty decent. So yeah, it looks like we're probably like around the 145, probably 150 range. That up tilt. Or, yeah, that strong up tilt will kill. So that's not too bad. All right, cool. All right, so let's get right into Ryu's grabs. So let's see Ryu's pummel. Looks like it's doing 2% for each jab right there. Yeah, looks like it's doing 2%. Yeah, looks like it's a nice clean 2% right there. All right, cool. We're gonna see his down throw. Down throw is gonna do, hold up. See that down throw again. Down throw is gonna do nice 9%. Up throw is gonna do nice 8%. Back throw is gonna do nice 12%. And forward throw is gonna do a nice 9%. So that's pretty much all of his grabs right there. I believe like the stronger of his throws for killing, I believe it's gonna be between his up air and his, not up air, his down throw and his up throw. So let's actually, I'm gonna bump it up to like probably like around, let's try 140 from the stop right now. I'm gonna try 140. Hold up, leave my stop, and let's see what a down throw will kill. No, he won't die from down throw. Hold on, I'm gonna set that percent. Go for the up throw. Yeah, so it looks like up throw and down throw is gonna be pretty nice. Let's see, forward throw. Yeah, it looks like Mario's not gonna die anytime soon. I'm gonna see the back throw. That. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, right now Mario's already at 178 and he's still not dying. Yeah, so overall, I don't think Ryu's gonna be that good when it comes to killing characters with his grabs. But like I said, I believe his up throw and his down throw are like, I guess, the easiest ones to pull off the kill, or at least it kills pretty early. So let's see, up throw with it. Nope. Let me try down. I'm gonna try down throw now. Will down throw kill? Well, it looks like down throw is almost gonna kill. So let's try 175. Let's see, 175 will kill with up throw. No, but I think 175 might kill with down throw. Will that kill? No. Let me try that one more time. All right, will that kill? No. All right, so yeah, I'm guessing it's probably gonna take up to like 180 then. Let's see, will that kill? Still not killing. Interesting. So yeah, Ryu's grabs don't seem like it's gonna be that reliable for killing, honestly. So yeah, that's pretty much Ryu's grabs in a nutshell. So let's actually get right into Ryu's smash attacks then. I don't think Ryu has like light, medium, and heavy of his smash attacks. Well, it's honestly really just light and heavy, because I don't think there's like a middle ground. I think there might be like a middle ground for pressing your A button. You might do a little more damage. Let's see. If I do a nice jab real quick, I'm gonna do jab with 2%. Yeah, that does 10%. Hold up. Bop. Yeah, it looks like I'm just tapping A right now, and I'm trying to like hold it like I guess like I don't want to like hold it to actually activate like the strong attack. I'm just trying to jab it quickly enough, but it looks like it's only really light and strong. Maybe someone can correct me if there's like a medium attack and what you got to do to activate that medium one. But honestly, I think there's gonna be a light or a heavy one. So pretty much that's it. All right, so let's get right into his smash attack. So we got a nice forward smash. We can do a nice 16%. Keep in mind, I'm not really charging up the smash attacks. I could do that right now if you niggas are curious. Fully charged forward smash can do a nice 22. A nice fully charged up smash gonna do 23. Then we got a nice charged down smash gonna do 22 once again. All right, cool. So keep in mind, Ryu's down smash only focuses on the front part of it. Although it looks like it's a sweep that goes behind him, it doesn't actually go behind him. It's only in the front part. So you want to be mindful of that. But want to go back and kind of see what the damage will do before just flicking a stick. So it's going to do 17%, 16%, and I think, yeah, 17, 16, and I think the forward was a 16 as well. Yeah, 16. All right, cool. Now we actually start seeing when Mario will actually start kicking the bucket with these smash attacks. Now, Ryu being like a heavier character, obviously he's going to pack a lot more of a punch, so I am guessing that most of his attacks will start killing around 110. But what I probably will do, I'm going to kill Mario for now, and I'm actually waiting for him to actually center himself at the center of the stage, where we can actually get like a good idea of when each will start killing. So I'm going to start for the up throw, not up throw, up smash. All right, looks like Mario's going to survive with the up smash at 127. That's all right, cool. That's not too bad. I'm gonna bump him to 115. Up smash. Will that kill? No. All right, let's try 120. Try it again. Will that kill? No. Let's try 125. Hold up. Turn around. All right, looks like 125 will actually be that percent that Mario will die from the up smash. All right, interesting. All right, I'm gonna bump it back down to 110, and let's see when Mario will die from the forward smash. All right, so he survived from the forward smash. I'm gonna bring him back. I'm actually gonna kill him again though. Hold up. I'm gonna wait for him to come back. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna send her back to the center stage. Go for the one. Let's try 120. All right, bring his ass down. All right, let's see how much damage he can do. All right, so it looks like we'll kill out 120 for the forward smash. All right, not bad, not bad. One thing I want to see is if there's like a difference between at the side. No, look, I want to see if there's a difference between like at the base or at the tip of the forward smash. So let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm starting to see. All right, looks like you're doing 17% for the forward smash at the tip of his foot, as opposed to like I guess the mid to the base of the forward smash. All right, cool, interesting. All right, let's see the down smash now. See 16% right here. Looks like down smash is not gonna be that good for killing, honestly. I don't see Mario flying up. He's already at 152 and he's still not dying. 160, 168, he's still not dying. All right, so yeah, I think the forward smash and up smash will probably be the most reliable. I'm guessing down smash will be pretty good for like racking up percent and probably following up with other attacks. But when it comes to killing, it looks like it's definitely gonna be your forward smash and down smash. I mean up smash. All right, cool. So that's pretty much all of Ryu's smash attacks right there. All right, we go right into this nigga's aerials. So I'm gonna go right into, I guess we can start off with Nair, honestly. So I'm gonna bump him down to 0. Set Mario to jump. All right, let's see these. I'm gonna go for Nair. Nair's gonna do 8% right there. All right, 4% on sour hit. Hold up, sour hit, yeah. Sour hit for the Nair is gonna do 4%. Sweet spot of it is gonna do 8%. As you can see, it really isn't that much of a knockback, but that's pretty good for Ryu because he's able to combo into other moves, honestly. Coming from Street Fighter, obviously Ryu from a fighting game is going to be combo oriented, so you definitely want to be mindful of how you're throwing it out. I'm pretty sure there's going to be instances where you want to get that sweet spot, and there's going to be instances where you want that sour spot. And that's pretty much what you're going to have to play around with. We also got Ryu's Fair, which does 13%. I believe there's going to be a sweet that does 13%. And let's see how much a sour does. Sour, wait, hold up. I'm going to throw it out. Still doing quite a bit. Hold up. All right, so yeah, so 15 is actually the sweet spot. 13 was a sour spot. All right, that's a hard-hitting sour spot. Shit, nigga. That's some pungent sour shit, bruh. Yeah, so that's pretty much Ryu's forward air right there. Oh, looks like I did 8%. Hold up. All right, so it looks like depending on where you hit with it, it's gonna do a different amount of damage. So 30% near like the heel on the sour spot's gonna do 13%. Sweet spot's gonna do 15%, but I believe towards his knee, that's like sticking outward, I think that's gonna do 8%. So like towards like the back of Ryu, it's gonna do 8%. So 8% right there. All right, cool. So that's pretty much Ryu's fair. Then we got Ryu's back here. That's nice, 16%. I think it's a nice quick move that shoots out. Let's see if there's an let's see if it does more damage towards the base real quick. Let's see. Hold up. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be 16 all around, honestly. Yeah, it looks like it's 16 all around. So that's really nice for nice back air. All right, cool. Then we got Ryu's up air, which is a nice two-part hitting move. Wait for Mario to bring his ass back down. Do it again. Yeah, it's a nice two-part hitting move. It's gonna do 11% in total, so that's not too bad either. Then we got Ryu's down air, which is a nice spike. Kind of hits you diagonally downward, so that's really cool. Let's try it again for a fair. All right, hold up. All right. So I actually want to try it again for the spike. I actually want to rack up his percent. Jab. Pummel. Down throw. Try out what aerial have we tried out already? We tried out his forward air. We tried out his nair. We tried out his back air. We tried out his dare. I think that's all of his aerials. So dare. Trying to keep just racking up percent. So I actually want to try to show off like the angle. There you go. So as you can see, like the angle's kind of like this weird diagonal, almost like the angle that Pikachu would send you in Melee with his up air at certain instances. So it's kind of like this weird diagonal angle, which is pretty nice. So yeah, that's pretty much Ryu's aerials. What we could possibly do is see that what damage percent a character will be at when they will start kicking the bucket from these aerials. So I'm gonna bump Mario up to 110 real quick. All right, there we go. And let's see when the fair will start killing. All right, so 30%. I actually want to get the sweet spot of it. So let's see. I don't think it's going to kill at 115, though. All right, so let's actually bump him up to 120. Let's see 120. Will that kill? Nope. All right, cool. We're going to try 130. Wait for it again. All right, that was a sour hit. I want to try to get that sweet spot again. Give me that nice sweet. Give me that sweet shit, nigga. Then again, there ain't nothing sweet about Ryu's foot, bruh. Ain't nothing sweet about Ryu's foot. There we go. All right, so right now, Mario's already at 155 and still not dying. Let's try 150. There we go. Will that kill? Still not killing at 150. All right, let's try 160. Let's try 165. All right, will that kill? It better. Shit. All right, cool. So that's pretty much like his fair. Let's try his up air. All right, up air seems to be killing at 165. Thank goodness. Let's try 160. I'm gonna work my way down. We'll try like that. We'll work our way down. All right, still killing at 160. Cool. We'll try 150. Obviously, Ryu will kill characters a lot easier if they're closer to the blast zone. So the higher Ryu is when throwing out these up airs, obviously it's gonna be easier for him to kill him. All right, cool. He's able to kill at 150. Let's try 140. All right, will Mario die? Yeah, looks like Mario is dying at 140. All right, it's pretty decent. I don't know if he's gonna die at 135 though. Let's see. Will that die? Nope. All right, looks like 135 is gonna be that tipping point. So depending on your DI, you might survive that up air. If you're not really DIing at all, you probably will die. So yeah, you definitely want to be careful of that. All right, cool. So that's pretty much Ryu's up air. Let's see his back air now. All right, cool. Still surviving. Pretty sure he'll die at 150 from this. Yeah, all right, so I'm gonna see 140 from the middle of the stage. Hold up. There we go. Will he die? All right, so 140 from the middle of the stage. So obviously, the closer he is to the side of the stage, he'll go down. So let's see. I'm gonna hit Mario away real quick. That'll probably kill him though. All right, let's actually I'm gonna nair Mario over here. Hold up. I'm gonna nair him over there. There we go. And I'm actually gonna bring down the percent, probably like around 120. Let's see 120. Yeah, so 120. Yeah, so pretty much 140 from the middle of the stage, and as you keep on making your way down to the side, you'll obviously die a lot quicker. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Dare, obviously, I'm not gonna really see how much percent Mario's gonna die from the dare, because I think it's probably like around, once you reach like a 110, 100, once you go for a spike over the stage or a little bit to the side of the stage, so Ryu's diagonal spike will occur. I don't think it really matters what percent you are. You're going straight down, nigga. You going straight down, provided that you don't hit a wall or anything. So yeah, that's pretty much all of Ryu's aerials. I believe we also have his nair, but I doubt his nair is going to be killing anytime soon, even if you do hit this sweet spot. So yeah, that's pretty much all of Ryu's aerials right there. Cool. So we talked about his smash attack, we talked about his aerials, we talked about all that good shit. I think all that we have left to talk about is this nigga's specials. Now, Ryu's special, kind of like his jabs and all that shit, they have different inputs and they will actually do different things. So, hold on, I'm gonna actually go right to the stop. Alright, so right off the bat, Ryu's normal B move is gonna be the Hadoken. Quickly tapping it, the speed will be drastically different. If I hold it, you actually see it shoots out faster. And if I quickly tap it, it's gonna be more of a slower one. 5% with tapping, nice. And now if I hold it now, it's gonna do 6%. All right, cool, interesting. So yeah, Ryu has different inputs for all of his shit. To actually do the proper input is, I think it's actually how it is in Street Fighter, where it's crouching and you actually want to sweep your control stick forward. So it's going to be crouching and then you actually throw it out right there. And it's going to do 60% right there. So last you want to crouch again. There you go. So you can see that 60%. Actually, you can actually see like the power behind it. You actually see like if you do like a regular Hadoken, you can actually see if it's like an input one or if it's like actually like a beat press. Yeah, so there's a lot of different variants of Ryu's Hadoken. So you have like the quick one, you have like the one where you actually hold it and it shoots out a lot faster, that's 60%. The nice tap one's gonna do 5%, and the actual input one is actually gonna do, there you go. So yeah, you can actually see like the power behind like the two different versions right there. So yeah, that's pretty much Ryu's Hadoken right there, the input for that. We also have another variant of the Hadoken, which is the Shakunetsu Hadoken, which is pretty much you just kind of like sweeping all under. So you probably want to start from one side of your stick. So you probably want to start from behind Ryu. And you kind of want to just like make a U shape with your analog stick to go for it. There you go. So you actually want to kind of just make a U shape and just kind of like just throw it out like that. So to properly do it, you don't really want to like dash back because you're probably going to go in a running state. You probably want to like lightly go back and then you want to kind of like make that U-turn. And the same thing will also apply to the same thing as your Hadoken. So if you quickly tap it, you probably do like a slow moving one. If you hold it along, it'll move a lot faster. And as you can see, it actually does 7% as opposed to the 6% that we've been doing before. So yeah, that's pretty much the Shakunetsu Hadoken. I think that's how you say it. I'm not really much of a, I don't really know the words. I do know like it's from Street Fighter, it's like the Fireball version, but I'm not really keen on like the names of it. But I think it's kind of, I think that's it. I probably have to look it up, but I'll look it up and probably correct myself down in the description below if that's not the proper. But I believe that it's a Shakunetsu Hadoken. Then we also got Ryu's side B, which is going to be really nice. The Tatsumaki. I like to call it the Tatsumaki, but it's a Tatsumaki right there. Now, to actually do the Tatsumaki, you actually want to do the inverse of the Hadoken, where the Hadoken you're crouching forward and you angle it whereas you're crouching forward and you shoot it out right there. The Tatsumaki, you're actually going to crouch backward and you're going to aim backwards and then throw it out. So the side B normally is going to do, hold up, let's actually bring Mario to the center of the stage. The side B is actually do 9% right there. When you actually do the proper input, you actually see that it does 12% when you do the proper input. So 9% regular and then 12% for the proper one. There you go. So yeah, 12% for the proper Tatsumaki. The Tatsumaki. Then last but not least, I believe we have the famous Shoryuken. And pretty much to do that, you probably want to kind of have a little practice. Most of these will probably take some practice because it's going to probably depend on your input and your timing. Sometimes you probably mess up and probably, if you go for your Shakunetsu, I found myself sometimes in the beginning dashing forward and I end up just like going for like a smash attack or some shit trying to do it. You gotta take your time in the sense that you probably want to go back slowly and then scoop around. Otherwise, if you're doing it too fast and you're pressing A too quickly, you're either gonna end up like dashing in the corner or some shit. You're probably gonna be like forward smashing in the wrong direction. You just gotta take your time when doing it. All right, cool. So to do the Hadoken, not hadoken, the shoryuken, you probably want to start down. Then you want to go, I think you want to start forward, down, and you go and angle it, I believe. So you want to go, so that's the shoryuken normally with the inputs. Regular is going to do 15%, and I believe you are invincible. I believe you're going to be invincible when doing your hadoken, not hadoken, your shoryuken with the proper input. So over time, you're going to probably want to practice. You probably want to get some practice, kind of like inputting it. Obviously, I'm going to put the inputs on the screen so you actually kind of like follow along. It's going to take some time. I would say it's like slowly just try to like make the motions and then press A as you do that final motion. You should probably mess up here and there in the beginning, but over time, you probably just get like accustomed once you get it right the first time. So it took me a while to do it at first. So yeah. 15% regular, and then for the actual shoryuken with inputs, you're actually gonna do 16%. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much all of Ryu's moves. Obviously, you can actually do the same move. You can actually do the same inputs, not just with the A button, but with the B button as well. So if you can do the hadoken as well. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter which button you're pressing, the A or the B button. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's cool. All right, so we pretty much talked about all of Ryu's input moves. We talked about all of his different variants of his up B, his shoryuken, his variant hadokens, and all of his tatsumakis and all that good shit. So that's pretty much Ryu in a nutshell. Very input oriented. Over time, you're gonna find yourself using inputs over the normal commands because they're gonna do more damage, and you get a lot more benefits of doing the inputs as opposed to actually just going for like the actual B button. I guess it's good for like starting off, but you're gonna eventually want to start using the inputs if you want to get serious with Ryu. So yeah. The only move that we have left is the focus attack, which I believe was introduced in Street Fighter 4. I don't think it was in Street Fighter 5. I think they took it out of Street Fighter 5. I wouldn't know. I don't have Street Fighter 5. I'm waiting for Balrog to drop. I'm waiting on my boy Dirty Balrog to drop before I jump into that game. But for the time being, we're gonna worry about Smash for the time being. So I'm actually gonna go right for the focus attack. So that's pretty much going for down B. You can actually hold the move, and actually when you get the full move off, you actually get your opponent stunned up in an attack. So you can actually follow up. So you could probably follow with some other attacks from there. So you definitely want to be mindful of that. Also, you only can take one hit with this move, so you can't really take multi-hit, so you want to be careful. And I believe you only can take like weak moves. So if I go like, hold up, I actually want to set Mario to control real quick, and I actually want to go up to him, and then I'm going to hit down B. So as you can see, Ryu was knocked out of it. And I believe if I go for it again, Ryu can actually soak up like a smash attack and actually do more damage. So that's gonna be pretty good. And the good thing about it, you can actually cancel out of the focus attack. So in order to do that, you wanna start holding it a little bit, and then you wanna double tap in a certain direction to actually cancel out of it. So flap, you can go backwards, you can go forwards, and I think you can do it in air as well. Hold up, you can actually do it in air. There you go. So you can actually go in air. And you can actually change the direction of which way you're going for the focus attack. So you can actually charge it this way and go the other way and actually follow up with another attack right there. So that's gonna be pretty cool for the mind games right there. So yeah, that's pretty much Ryu, his focus attack in a nutshell. Only good for soaking up one hit. If you actually get that full hit off, you're gonna actually hold up. Actually, I want to see how much percent he does for the different variants. So I believe the longer you charge it, the more damage you're gonna do. So if I just do it like this, you can do a nice 12% right there. Charge it up a little more. You can do 10% right there. Charge it a little more from that. Final one's gonna do 17%, and you're able to you actually see like how Mario is just like stuck there in this like weird slow motion fall state, and from there you can actually just like follow up with something else from there. So that's gonna be really nice. So blap, bop, 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 and shoryuken. That's gonna be a nice way to like finish off somebody. What else is there for this? I mean, the best thing you probably do, opponent throws out an attack, you can just go for your focus attack, soak up the hit, focus attack, soak up the hit, dash forward, and approach them. So that's really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much Ryu in a nutshell. Once again, my niggas, I don't really know everything about Ryu. As you niggas probably could see, I'm not really a Ryu main or anything like that. I just know the basics of him. I know how to do the inputs. I know how to do like certain shit like that. But if you really want to know certain things, and if you're in the comment section below, feel free to ask the people down there as well. I'm pretty sure they'll be more than willing to leave some tips and tricks for Ryu, certain combos and shit, what works for him, what doesn't work for him and shit like that. So yeah, once again, like, comment, and subscribe, and next time we gonna be here in the same exact place, do what we usually do, and that's acting the fool in the motherfucking lab, baby. Let's go. Let's fucking go.